Hello, welcome to Chapter 1, Lesson 2. Today we're going to be talking about ratios. All right, so first off here's our real-world link. In her dog walking business, Miss DeCarbo walks 2 large dogs and 8 small dogs. Compare the number of small dogs to large dogs. So we're comparing, okay? Use yellow counters to represent the large dogs, red counters to represent the small dogs. Draw the counters in the box. Okay. So we know there are 2 large dogs, and yellow represents red, represents small. So I need 8 small, and I need 2 yellow circles. Okay, so 2 plus 6 is 8. So we could say there are 6 more small dogs than large dogs. I could say 2 times, let's see, equals 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 4 equals 8. There are 4 times as many small dogs as large dogs. Now, conversely, 8 minus 6 is 2. There are 6 fewer large dogs than small dogs. And 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So I would say the number of large dogs is 1/4 the number of small dogs. When we're comparing numbers like multiple times as many, but we're going smaller, we flip over our number and make it a fraction. Okay, so let's do some examples here. There are many different ways to compare amounts or quantities. A ratio is a comparison of 2 quantities using division, right? Because we talked about that. The division symbol looks a lot like a fraction, because that's all we're doing with fractions. We can divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, that's just kind of like this dot is our placeholder for our fraction. So in this picture here, a ratio of 2 red paper clips to 6 blue paper clips can always be written in 3 ways. We can write it like this. The ratio is 6 to 2, so we can use it words. We can write a colon, 2:6, which is comparing, we've got 2 red paper clips to 6 blue paper clips. We can also compare it using a fraction. Okay, so there are 3 different ways to write a ratio. Any of them are fine, really. So our example next says, how would we compare ratios? Now this is very similar to fractions, so hopefully you'll notice that when we're going through these problems. It says, write the ratio in simplest form. Simplest form, we've heard that before, using fractions. That compares the number of red paper clips to the number of blue paper clips. Then explain its meaning. So, if I'm looking here, and I have my ratio of 2 to 6, I can divide by 2, and get a ratio of 1 to 3. Right? And they showed you using a picture here. If I divided it into 2 equal groups, I'd get 1 red paper clip in each group and 3 blue paper clips. The ratio of red to blue paper clips is 1 to 3. Or, look here, these are the 3 ways I can write it, using fraction, words, or using our colon. Okay. Write the ratio in simplest form that compares the number of suns, which means suns should come first, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the number of moons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a ratio of 4 to 6, 4 to 6, or 4:6, right? But if we write it in fraction form, it'll be more familiar to us, so we'll go with that. I can divide the numerator and denominator by 2, so I would get 2 to 3. So the ratio in simplest form would be 2/3, or 2 to 3. Okay, each piece of categorical data can only be assigned to one group. Bar diagrams or tape diagrams and frequency tables can be used to represent categorical data. Ratios can be used to compare the data. So here we have a table. I'm noticing it says Several students name their favorite flavor of gum. Write the ratio that compares the number who choose fruit to the total number of students. We're going to compare the fruit to the total number. So we have to first figure out how many total responses did we get here. 9 and 8 makes 17. 3 and 1 makes 4. 17 and 4 makes 21. So we would say we have 3 fruit, and total we have 21. So if I use my ratio 3 to 21, I notice I can divide them both by 3, the numerator and denominator, to get a simplest form of 1/7. 1 to 7 or 1 to 7. So 1 out of every 7 students preferred fruit-flavored gum. All right, let's do it on our own. Monday's yogurt sales are recorded in the table. Write the ratio that compares the sales of strawberry yogurt, 8, to total sales. So I'm adding together 8 and 7 and 6 and 3. That'd be 9. 9. Let's do 9 and 7 equals 16 plus 8. 24. Okay, so we have 8 strawberry to 24 total. Can divide them both by 8. So I'd get 1/3 or 1 to 3. So 1 out of every 3 yogurt cups sold were strawberry. Okay, let's see you do this one on your own, please. Oh, and explain its meaning. Oh, this would be explaining its meaning. 1 out of every 3 yogurt cups sold were strawberry. That's what they want you to do when they're saying explain its meaning. So let's see you do B on your own. All right, write each ratio as a fraction in simplest form, then explain its meaning. Pens to pencils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pencils. And how many pens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pens. So if I have 6 to 8, I can divide them both by 2. And I would get 3/4. So it would be 3 out of 4 pens, writing utensils. Are pens to pencils, is that what it said? Are pens. Three out of 4 writing utensils are pens. Okay. I don't know. I think that we should be pretty good here. If you have any questions, you can always let me know. Otherwise, I'm hoping you notice that ratios are very similar, basically the same thing as fractions. It's just we're kind of looking at it differently, looking at it more comparing two things as opposed to just saying how much we see. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you later. Bye.